Hi guys, welcome to the show. We got a fun, interesting episode for you today. We are doing microgreens. It's great to diversify your crops and not depend on one crop. And also we're going to be able to recycle the soil that we're using on our microgreens in our outdoor gardens. Alright, so the first and most important stuff that you need to know about microgreens is the setup. So what we've done is we've gotten a 24-inch wide, 4 feet long baker rack, and what this does is it gives us enough room so that the trays sit on the rack nicely without being on the rail. And if they're on the rail, it's tilted up, watered on one side of the tray and not the other side of the tray, and you're gonna have uneven watering. So by able to level it and give the tray enough room so that it's flat on the shelf, what's going to happen is you're going to get even watering and you're going to run into less issues. So instead of getting the 18-inch shelves, which are just not wide enough, spend the extra money and get the 24-inch shelving. First step we're going to do is we're going to fill our top tray, and this top tray has holes in the bottom so that when we put it inside this tray, we'll be able to water and it'll soak into the soil from the bottom tray. And we're using our Pro Mix MP, which is an organic Pro Mix that they make. Try to do this without making as much of a mess as I can. That ought to do it. We have our soil. I'm just gonna break apart any clumps. And by growing with this soil, we will not need to add any fertilizers when preparing the microgreens. So we got our tray, and try and get the soil as flat and as even as possible, which will help us when we're going to harvest. Alright, so the next step is after we've gotten our tray nice and Alright, so next thing we need to do is we need to add water to our soil so that the plants the seeds will germinate. Add some plain water that we had sitting out. We had it sitting out so that the chlorine that is in our water evaporates. Oh, overflowed a little. scale out of the way so we don't have to scale while we're watering. We're gonna really soak the soil good. And just to show you how much we watered, it is coming out the tray a little bit into the bottom, which is fine. So I just want to make sure. Good level. And now we can sort out our seeds. Try to get nice dirty hands on them. Alright, so I'm just going to go by the manufacturer's recommendation of 11 grams of seed per tray. The seeds we're using today came from Johnny's. They are mild microgreen mix. Go. Now we're going to go for our 11 grams. And we just overshot it by double. 17, 18, 10.7. And 11. So we can set this seed aside. We don't need it. Use that for our next batch, and now we're going to start sprinkling our seeds out. Anything that's got kind of clumped up, spread apart. Then we're going to water it one last time. And we're going to put these on the shelf to germinate. And while they germinate, we're going to keep them out of the light. We're just going to take one of our old trays and put that on top. And we'll come back and come out probably tomorrow, check it, see if it's dried out, then check it again the next day. And these will probably stay covered for 3 to 4 days, and then we'll take the cover off and we'll show you what's going on every step of the way. All right, so we're about 2 days in. This is where we're at. Got a couple more days in the dark out and the blackout, and we'll go from there. So today's day 11. We are getting ready to harvest. Our first batch of microgreens. Let's just start cutting and see how many we can fill up. Here's a 2-ounce container. Hopefully the second one's not really great yield. Right on. And then the rest is for me. was worth it. So we got about 2 containers worth. It doesn't look like we did a great job seeding. Probably could add more seed and see if we get a bigger yield. So we got 4 ounces. And if you're looking at the soil, it could have held more density, so maybe if I did a better job cutting it, we would have yielded a little better too. But not bad for initial round. Thank you for following through the video. If this video helped you or you liked it, please click the subscribe and like button. Thank you and have a great day. See you next time on the Joe Cosio Show.